If you're a coach and you are looking for the best lead generation tool or strategy or hack, guarantee that it's going to be this, and it's going to revolve around your retention. Now bear with me on this, because in the dynamic digital age, the role of an online coach is more relevant than ever. But how do you ensure that your clients keep coming back? Now this is going to be something that we're going to talk about today. We're going to go into the world of client retention. Now this is that secret sauce, shall we say, that can set apart you from other online coaches, because you'll be in a world then where you aren't revolving things around like a leaky bucket. So if you're constantly focusing on driving more people into your business, but you're not looking after the people within the business, there's always going to be churn. There's always going to be people leaving. So we're going to look at how you can stop that from happening and look at how retention is your best tool for lead generation. Through this video itself, I'm going to look at sharing some strategies that are going to maximize client retention, and we're going to look at that today as we dive in. So first thing first, like being an online coach, it isn't about just how much knowledge that you can impart to your clients. It's about the connections that you can build and the trust that you can instill in someone, because coaching itself is a two-way relationship. It's not just you dictating. It's not just you saying, here's your plan, go away and get on with it. It's about building and fostering an environment where people can come and feel like they can share with you. And if you can do that, and you can follow some of the tips within this video, I guarantee you will build your retention rate, and you'll be able to increase the lifetime value of your clients who come to you. And if you can do that, and you can stop clients from leaving after, I don't know, 1-2 months, and you start to increase that to 6, 7, 8, 9 and above, you'll start to feel that stress and that pressure of needing to find new clients suddenly disappears, because you've increased the retention rate. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to get into how you can personalize the approach that you use with your clients. Now, everyone likes to talk about how they've got this bespoke, personalized coaching, but really, how personalized is it? Are you the person who can know when your clients' birthdays are, for example? Do you do anything to celebrate that? Do you send them cards? Do you even announce it within like your Facebook group, for example? Do you know the names of their kids, their dogs, their partners? Because all of this stuff goes so far in terms of building that connection and trust and keeping them with you for long term. If they're just seen as another number on a spreadsheet, income that comes into their account every single month, then don't be surprised if they start to leave after a certain period. So we want to treat each client as a unique person, as they should be, right? And we want to understand their individual needs, their goals, and tailor your approach accordingly. But if you can start to do the extra little bits, like celebrating their birthdays or celebrating certain achievements that happen, sending them things just unannounced sometimes, then I guarantee you will start to increase the retention rate that you're looking for. Secondly to this, we want to look at how you communicate within your coaching world, how you communicate with the clients who are in there. And most coaches will do this in a similar way, and you'll have the regular check-ins that weekly happen, the feedback that you get from the clients who come into your world. But for us, it's like, how can we step this up a little bit? Having a process in place where you know that your clients can feel supported and they can feel seen and heard at different areas throughout the year. This is what we want it to look like. Whether that happens weekly or you have monthly reviews, you want to make sure there is a process for keeping in contact with your clients, but also that the clients understand how that works, they understand the expectations, and that these are clear from the start. Now, when you do this with coaching clients, it's important that you break this down and you have a set process that you work through for each of them, because you don't want to be communicating in different ways for each individual client. Have a process that works and try and stick with that. But make sure you have the touch points that happen throughout a period of time, whether that's the weekly check-ins like we say or the monthly reviews, but have something that they know they're going to get this contact with you at every single step of the way. The third part I want to talk about is to look at offering value beyond the coaching relationship. So beyond just the weekly check-ins and the training program and the nutrition plan that they get, think about how can you add more value into what you do. And this isn't just a case of like throwing loads of stuff into it and hoping that it's enough. It's thinking about what's actually coming up. What things are coming up constantly? What questions are being asked by the clients? What things do they want to know? So if you're getting continual questions around, I'm really struggling with my sleep this week, how cool would it be for you to then go away and get a sleep expert in to come and deliver a presentation or a talk? That way you're listening to what's actually happening and you're doing something about it. The same thing can be said for resources or books or worksheets. Make sure they're relevant to whatever is coming up within your coaching world. Don't just put random stuff in there, like 100 recipe books, which someone could just type into Google and they can get whatever they need. So if we can make it relevant to them, this not only helps them, but it also showcases your commitment to their success. Now, the fourth thing we can do here is we can always ask for feedback, which is something that should happen anyway, and you can even build this into the processes within your business. So when someone comes and works with you, you could have regular checkpoints where they ask for feedback. And then from that, you can then look at the information that comes in and build on that. So look at how you can get ratings for certain systems. Does the check-in process suit them? Are there problems with how it's delivered? Could there be any improvements that that could be made to the community, for example? Are there anything extra that you could be doing for them? What extra support could be provided within the coaching relationship? You'll only know if you ask them, right? So feedback is really important, and we should be gathering that regularly, like refining your coaching methods. And when a client actually sees you acting on their suggestions, that's what makes them feel heard. That's what will make them feel valued. So take your time to do that. I can't get that across enough in terms of asking for feedback. The fifth thing I wanted to talk about here was how can you create a community? Because people will come and work with you because of who you are and what you help them achieve. These two main reasons why someone's going to come work with you. The reason they stay with you is because you've created a community. They don't want to leave then. So if you can create a community that has like-minded individuals, that supports each other, that they start to engage in online discussions and they're helping each other out, that's what we want to build. And then away from that, how can you create a sense of belonging within this community? So you could create regular live meetups. You could meet up in person. You could do events together. Why don't you set up a regular coffee meet or something like that? Or maybe you go and do like a Tough Mudder or some kind of event where you can get together. All of this does is it starts to create that bond between your clients, and then that's why they want to stay with you for longer. So they will be able to interact, share experiences, support each other, and that's the thing that you're trying to build to keep that retention rate up there. Remember, your clients they're the lifeblood of your business, right? You should really value them, understand them, and then if you can then act on that and you can get their feedback and involve them in the growth of the business, you will see that coaching business thrive. That's it from me for now. But if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we've got over 50 other videos on topics that will help you build a thriving coaching business.